So the other day, my housemate came home off his head and terrified the living shit out of me partner's cat. The cat subsequently bolted and disappeared. It took us almost an hour. I can't. It's so hard to read like this.
That's all I wanted. Oh,
That's
my
all I
God.
wanted. Yeah, you can
You're
finish
like
the
a
rest
quarter
of
of
it
the
now.
way through this.
Hey.
Yeah.
It took us
Attaboy,
almost an
bruv.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Moving Forward podcast. We have a full crew again with us today. Logan, Mike, Sean, and Adam. Of course, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Moving Forward Pod, FWD, TikTok, The Moving Forward Pod, and then on YouTube, where I post the podcast a little early. That is Loth 11. And our word of the day, prolapsarian. Characteristics of or pertaining to an innocent or carefree period. Mike, can you give us an example sentence of how you would use prelapsarian?
Yeah, Jake, we got a pretty easy word of the day this time around. Okay, so here's a sentence with prelapsarian. This artificial division between natural and unnatural pervades our understanding of the world. It depends on a conception of nature as something to which humanity has no fundamental link. And it's harmful dualism, even if it takes the form of veneration. It keeps us from embracing a robust, engaged environmentalism that is based on something more than gauzy prelapsarian yearnings.
Okay, so
Prelapsarian.
just a basic word today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
might as well be apple.
Last couple ones are pretty easy. So I
Yeah.
was planning on bringing up dualism some point in this podcast anyway. So perfect.
Okay. Well, the word of the day seems pretty difficult for my small pea brain. Something that wasn't too difficult is Miggy finally hit his 500th home run. It's not like it's a small list or anything like that. Only one of 28 or 29 players to do so. It was the only reason why I watched baseball at all or gave two shits about baseball for the last couple weeks. So I don't know what to do now, but anybody's thoughts on Miguel Cabrera's 500th home run?
Yeah, I looked up like a lot of stats about it because it's such an incredible milestone, actually. So I'm just gonna be a fact reader right now. So he's the first Tiger to ever do it, first Venezuelan-born player to ever do it. His first ever home run was a walk-off homer, and he's the only person to hit a walk-off homer with his first home run and hit 500 home runs. And the only other players with multiple batting titles and 500 home runs are Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, two of the greatest baseball players of all time. So yeah, this is an impressive feat, and it's just kind of incredible. We've had this sort of greatness in Detroit for years, and I don't really think he's appreciated enough.
Yeah, it's a slap in the cock that guy hasn't won a World Series here.
Oh, that's what I wrote that down. I said the lack of World Series just sucks. Like,
Yeah.
it just blows. We wasted that sort of talent for years, but that could be a whole nother podcast going over.
Are you guys
2012
bummed? Are you guys bummed that the 500th home run didn't happen in Comerica? Because I was kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reaction is just not the same. Like, if you just dong slapped it at home, people would have gone wild. But instead, he had to do it on the road, and then, like, people cared. It was awesome, but it's not the same kind of energy or vibe that it would have been if it was at a home game.
Yeah, no, when I speaking from experience, I was there, and you can just feel the energy. And Tigers fan, we have good fans here in Detroit, especially for the Tigers for some reason. They're all super passionate, so everyone was waiting on that to happen. But I'm glad the Blue Jays fans gave him standing O. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I saw
definitely
the
well
video.
deserved.
Sorry. No,
No.
when I saw the video, though, it looked like there were like 20 people in the stands. It was just kind of a letdown for me. I wanted it to happen in Comerica.
I don't even think Toronto's allowed to have more than like 2,000 people in the stands still.
Yeah.
They're still pretty harsh.
Yeah. So is anybody going to watch baseball now for the rest of the year, especially the Tigers, or now that he has 500 home runs, you don't care anymore?
Yeah, my San Francisco Giants are the best team in the MLB, so I'm going to be tuning in for their playoff run.
I actually got weirdly into baseball watching Miggy. Yeah, I kind of wanted to watch a game tonight, but it was the one night they're not playing, so probably not. It was a one-night thing.
Yeah. Well, betting the Miguel Cabrera to hit a home run bet every single night and losing, and then the one night that I didn't bet it, he hits it, is like just a big slap in the face to me too. So tough.
That one stinks.
Yep.
Just another notch on your outstanding gambling belt.
Speaking of something who sucks at doing something, the Detroit Lions suck at doing football. They suck at it really, really bad. I didn't watch much of their preseason game, but from everything that I've read and seen is that they have been atrocious. It's hard to say. It is preseason. The season hasn't even started yet. They kind of have a prelapsarian view on things right now, and it could look a whole lot more bleak after the first couple weeks of the year. But yeah, right now the Lions are miserable.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been miserable in the preseason. I actually looked it up because I was like, the Lions never win preseason games. I just thought about it, and I looked back since 2016, the Lions' record in preseason is 4-22. And that's just horrible. You can't win a preseason game. I mean, I know it's just preseason, but that's like there's a trend, there's a pattern.
Have you seen the thing that the Ravens are 19-0 in preseason games since
Yes.
2015?
Yeah. June, July, John Harbaugh. October or September.
It was
Harbaugh's
crazy to
are-
run.
The Harbaughs are great at winning August, right before
Yeah.
football actually
The
starts.
Harbaugh's own August.
God damn
It's
it.
their best
Summer
month.
football and the Harbaughs are synonymous.
But I think it does like speak to the Lions organization. Like the Ravens, outstanding organization, one of the best in football. They win all their preseason games. And then when they go to the regular season, they end up with a winning record. But instead, the Lions are probably the worst preseason football team. And they're also the worst regular season team. So I don't know. I'm miserable.
The 0-16 season, the Lions did win all 4 of their preseason games.
Exactly. So I
Little
feel
nugget there.
feel pretty good.
I feel pretty damn good right now.
Yeah, the 49ers
honest with
could
you.
come fast enough. I'm ready. We're
Yep.
going to destroy Jimmy G.
I feel like that's what we just pull out every single time they lose a preseason game. We're like, oh, 0-16 team, 4-0.
16 season. Yeah.
Preseason doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter at all.
When will the pain end?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm not
It
even
will never
excited
end.
for the season at all. It's like
No, I'm not.
like Lions kick off at like 1, so I'm gonna have to like wake up early to watch the game here. I'm just gonna suffer.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
so sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I didn't really have anything.
I'm just
I was
so
gonna try to sneak the word of the day in.
Oh, sorry. I corn cucked you a little bit. I'm just so excited for football in general to start. Like, I couldn't be more excited for our fantasy football draft here in a couple of weeks. Like, I literally get a hard on thinking about Saturday, September 4th. But besides that, like, I think Michigan State might be sneaky good. So I'm excited about that part. But the Lions are going to ruin my Sunday every single week until I stop caring. So that would be like week 6. So those first 6 weeks, tough.
I think fantasy football has just become football season for me, just because I've disassociated Lions with actual joy when it comes to football season. They're just a part of my life, like
Smart.
a horrible part. So yeah, and I've also talked myself into the Michigan team, so listeners can be ready for all of
you're
us
gonna
to
get ready.
melt down. Well,
Uh-oh.
yeah, Jake just said he has high expectations for the Michigan State team. So.
A high expectations for this Michigan State team's like 6 wins.
Well, no,
6
exactly.
wins is high.
That's
Yeah,
high.
that's high.
My high expectations are like 9 wins, so
Okay.
we're both battling mediocrity.
Okay, sweet.
It'll be a fun football season when we're just bitching out our teams every single podcast day.
If there is one thing of being a Michigan sports fan in general, it's just pure misery and sadness, except for those tiny glimmers of hope that fade very, very quickly. But moving on, after this short break, we will bring back love hate. We got some pretty crazy stories from over the weekend, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, for another segment of love hate. It was a long weekend. And so I'll start with my love. It was my birthday weekend this past week. A couple of the guys came over, Logan and Adam, and then some of my other boys from Grand Rapids area. They came over, and my friend Drew has always had kind of longer hair. And my dad, when he saw him, he said, "Who's that grease ball with the long hair?" And he was just like, "Oh, Drew just looks like, the absolute grease ball." So Drew's talking about how he's just felt super hot with his long hair, and a lot of drinks are had, and the night starts to continue, and we take the boat out on a little midnight trip, and Drew says, "Hey, shave my head into the lake." So we start driving around as my dad perfectly drives the boat slowly. We're just taking turns taking my dad's razor to his head, just shaving his head strand by strand. He said he wanted a 3. We did like a 3 millimeter one, like super, super tiny, not a 3 you would use on the side.
Like a
And
negative
we
3.
just, yeah, and we just shaved his head. So Mike, the title of Skinhead has now transferred to Drew. He is Skinhead Drew for the foreseeable future while his hair slowly grows back. That was my absolute love. Made my weekend. Waking up that Sunday morning and seeing like, oh, he has a shaved head, that was real, was absolutely the best.
That is probably one of the worst things to ever wake up to, especially like having long hair like that. I don't know how he survived. I don't know what I would have done. I would have just hurled myself into the lake.
I know he was hammered and he says like he didn't regret it, but that like thing in the morning where you like actually look at yourself in the mirror or like a Snapchat and you're like, shit, I actually shaved my head. Like, Mike, you can give us some kind of reaction. What was the immediate reaction when you went skinhead?
His was by choice though.
Yeah, I did it a couple times and I did it completely sober and that feeling stinks. So I can only imagine what it feels like to have a skin fade that you wake up from after a night of drinking. I bet that's fucking shell shocking.
The combo of a hangover and then looking yourself in the mirror and now realizing you're bald for at least like 3 weeks is got to be hard to take.
If you shaved it that short, it's going to be
short.
that short for a long time.
It was short. He said he FaceTimed his girlfriend and she started crying because of how short his hair was.
I don't think I'd have a girlfriend anymore if I did that.
Yeah,
no.
I sent a video of him around to a bunch of people and then I was just like, I can't believe this is real. Like, I just kept like staring at him and just like laughing hysterically. I just couldn't get over it. It was the best.
Well, I mean, it's his fault though. I mean, you can't really do anything about it. Like he requested it. You can't say anything to anyone when you're drunk. You can't make a request to your friends.
Yeah.
They will do it every time.
Yeah. As far as you can go for a request, maybe requesting a song, but saying like, oh, I want to do a shot, that's done for. There's nothing that you can do when you say that you're drunk that somebody won't like try to follow up on. Like, I want to rip a stop sign out of the ground. Come on, dude, let's go do it. I know that it's just like
every single time Logan gets drunk, he thinks of like a get rich quick scheme. So nothing's impossible when you're drunk.
The amount of times I've heard Logan just sit there and talk money, like the one time we went to the Eastern Michigan bar and he just sat there with those guys and how to become a millionaire was hysterical.
An hour and a half conversation and then just yelling in each other's ear about how to make $1 million. And I don't think one word of it made sense.
I don't know what goes through my head when I'm 13 beers deep. I just become a mix between Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and
basically just become Gary V.
Yeah, pretty much.
Moving on, Sean, what's your love for this week?
All right, I got 2. One's a quick one. One of them I love is going to be the milk crate challenge that's going around the internet right now.
Oh no, Adam.
Adam, oh no. This is why you show up to our pre-recorded meeting.
Oh, wait, was that supposed
to scrap it, Sean. Scrap it.
Oh, just kidding. No, I just lied. I hate that challenge. I don't like it. My other love, my only love that I planned on is the Drake and Kanye beef for one reason. So the word on the street is this beef is actually only happening because Kanye wants to drop his album Donda on the same day that Drake is dropping Certified Lover Boy because he wants to compete with them and see who gets the most views. He's done this before already. I didn't know this. With Graduation, he competed with 50 Cent's album Curtis and he blew him out of the water, like ridiculous amounts of like albums sold compared to 50 Cent. So I'm excited for this beef because I think that's going to happen, and I can't even comprehend what a Kanye and Drake album drop on the same day would do to me. I don't know. I would just bust.
I don't think the Donda album drop is ever going to happen, so it doesn't really matter.
Well,
he posted saying like Friday or something, which I know it means nothing, but
this Friday?
No, it means nothing.
27th or something.
Oh damn!
I truly think that he might be waiting for Drake.
That would be cool.
Drake. Because on the recent beef or whatever, on his new verse from Trippie Redd song, he said, "Yeah, ain't changing shit for me. It's set in stone." And people think he's referring to his album. So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation there, but I don't know. That'd be awesome if they both dropped the album on the same day. Oh, and Kendrick just hinted at the album too. So I don't know. Maybe all three of them on the same day.
Yeah, that brings me into my love. which I just thought
Oh.
of.
God, son. Mike,
Which
perfect
was
transition.
Taking everybody's.
Yeah. Kendrick finally breaking his long silence with that cryptic poem thing that he posted, saying he's supposed to have a new song coming out with Baby Keem sometime. I forgot the date, but they just Kendrick just posted about that again today, I think. So hopefully we get some new Kendrick soon.
I just want to see. I want to see his old bikes that he said he was collecting.
Dude, like look up like what a beach cruiser bike looks like, and then picture Kendrick Lamar riding on one of those. It's literally like the girliest looking bike you can possibly ride on. It's like the ones with like the big ass handlebars and the baskets and big ass wheels and shit.
What the fuck?
That's what Kendrick's been sitting on after dropping like 3 of the most important albums in hip hop history.
It looks like
He's
a little
riding around.
19. It looks like one of those bikes in 1950 where like a girl would go to the flower shop and come back with a basket full of flowers in the bike basket.
I'm just picturing like him and Frank Ocean riding around on a tandem one of those, not dropping music for like the last 6 years.
And just continually talking about what it'd be like if they did. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be funny, wouldn't it? Like,
Who
remember how
cares?
much
And then they
money
ring the
we
little
made?
bike bell.
Yeah. Remember how many fans we have that have been longing for this? And they're like, oh, who cares?
On your left, ding ding.
Adam, I think your love was already hinted at earlier, but why don't you kind of finish the thought that Sean started?
Yeah, the milk crate videos that have been going viral this week. I think those are so damn funny. Just people smacking the ground. I don't even know like what started that. Like who thought of that to just build a tower out of milk crates and just try to climb it. But I think those videos are so funny.
Yeah, when people fall and they just fold like in that scorpion position, like I always like look away because I don't like bad injuries, but like if you're like hurt like mildly, like that's my sweet spot. I don't want to see anything too gross, but like if you just thud and hit the ground super hard, like that's like my
That's
love
perfect.
sweet spot. It's perfect for me.
Yeah.
I've
feel
never
like,
seen. Oh, go ahead.
I just was gonna say I feel like a lot of people are getting hurt by those, but I don't know. Just the way they're hitting the ground. They gotta be breaking a couple of bones.
I think the internet has hit a sweet spot where none of these injuries are like fatal or even that serious. They're just like the perfect amount of hurt where it's hilarious. And I can't stop watching them. And like the way people's bodies are folding when they're falling on the ground.
Oh,
There's something about it. I don't know what is triggering in my brain, but I'm addicted to watching them. And they're everywhere too. They're all
There's
across
so
everywhere.
many.
My question is like, have you ever seen more than 2 milk crates in the same spot at the same time? Like, where are all these coming from? Like, are people going out and buying milk crates for these?
I think this might be an ad by the big milk company of
Yeah.
America trying to get people to sign up for their throwback milk service to get milk home delivered again in milk crates.
Fucking big milk crate, dude. They always got their dirty little paws and everything.
Yeah, we need to break up big milk crate before it takes over.
Yeah, exactly.
Their slogan that milk makes your bones stronger finally was proven false amongst most people. Now they had to find a different route. They just started,
It's just
planning.
It's just
Heyo.
people just snapping their bones, and then there's some drinking a thing of milk with their milk crates, and then they're like healed just like that.
That could be if they wanted to be clever and like restart that myth, but I think they're just dropping like pallets of milk crates off at like street corners and just hoping
Get it?
someone makes something with
Milk
it.
crates here.
Just
Get your
seeing
milk
what people
crates.
do with them.
Yeah. If you see a pallet of milk crates on your street corner and like a white unmarked car nearby,
Run.
That's big milk.
Yeah, that's big
Watching
milk.
you.
You better run.
Big milk right there. Get away.
Did any of you guys see the video of the guy who like stopped in the middle of it and did like
Bradley
curls and
Martin's
shit
video.
like that? Yeah, like that guy
Yeah.
can go fuck himself. Piece of shit.
Did you see the one of the guy rolling the blunt as he did it?
That's
I thought
actually
it
That
kind
was
of
even
cool.
cooler.
Oh, yeah, I
That
thought he
was
was-
even cooler.
I thought he was eating a chicken wing, like getting it
No,
ready
he was
to
rolling.
eat.
He was rolling a blunt.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the rolling the blunt one's more impressive than the
Rolling the
weight
blunt
one.
one's way more. That takes
Agreed.
like fine motor skills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
he
other
didn't
guy's
even-
just a jackass.
the milk crates didn't even like move or shimmy
No.
when he was on top of them. It was just dead still.
Cool as a cucumber.
Circling it around, Logan finishes off with our love category. What's your love for this week?
Okay, I'm diverting a little bit. I just saw this on Twitter again. So I think this happened right after the pod we recorded the other day. So this is my love is MLB Hot Mics. So MLB Hot Mics are back. Jack Morris, the Tigers announcer, just got he either got fired or suspended.
Suspended without pay indefinitely.
Yes, yeah. So he just got booted pretty much.
Mhm.
For doing it like an Asian accent.
Can you? What was it? Can you do it?
Yeah,
Can you
wanna
do it for us real
Yeah,
quick?
I don't have the clear picture.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
saw it.
do your
Logan, what is an
impression.
Asian?
Logan, do your best impression of Jack Morris doing his best impression.
The thing is, if you actually listen to it, it doesn't even really sound that Asian.
Sounds
It's
Russian.
more. It sounds Russian.
What do you mean by that, though? What do you mean by Asian sounding?
Yeah, can
What
you
you mean
give us
by
the
that, though?
differences?
Now I feel like Drewski. What you mean by that though?
What do you mean by that?
Should we link in the tape?
Yeah, Jake, put the clip in now.
Yeah.
I don't have the power to do
Jamie,
that.
Jamie, can you pull the clip up, please?
I can retweet the video or something or share it with the I'm not that good at editing.
So if you're listening now, just you know how to work your computer. Go listen on YouTube.
We'll give
go.
you 10 seconds
Jack
to go
Morris.
watch it
Okay,
right
wait.
now.
Let's take a 10-second
But-
pause. Pause for them to listen.
Are you going in? Are you finding the video?
Are you watching?
Come on. Good luck to you.
Keep watching. Like and retweet and subscribe on all of our social media.
Isn't that old fuck pretty racist?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, and then we break our silence. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Starting with our hate, I had a really stressful day at work today. We had to reorganize a lot of bikes. I told you guys about it. It stressed me out. I was so excited to get home and record the podcast, but there's a guy in here that I usually don't work with, and he whistled the entire day.
Oh,
I love a good
Oh.
whistle when somebody's like doing a little like a little whistle, like a quick little thing.
oh.
But he whistled the entire day, and I never more wanted to just run into oncoming traffic than listening to this man whistle. And then he sang, and then this man is the worst. Then he started singing songs. So we have like radio that plays in the store and everything like that. And like, yeah, sure, there are songs come on. Sometimes people know them. He would sing different songs over songs that were playing, like complete opposite ones. He was
Jesus
the worst
Christ.
person ever. If he ever sees this, just know Waylon, that was his name, Waylon. I did not enjoy my time with you, Waylon.
So
Fuck
I
you,
have a couple-
Waylon.
I have a couple of questions. What was he whistling?
Just
Like
like,
what?
just like, just like the little low pitched whistle, like I was doing earlier. He would do it as hard. Yeah, that's a normal whistle. He would whistle as hard as he possibly could,
Oh,
and
God.
just like up and down, like different little melodies, and like he would try to do it to songs and stuff like that, and it just drove me crazy the entire day. I hated it.
Yeah, that's-
I would have choked. Yeah, I would have choked him out with a bike chain.
It would have been perfectly acceptable to run him over with one of the bikes.
Yeah,
No,
it would have been.
Better than I.
If
And
you
then
beat him
what-
with it like an iron, it would have been fine too.
Yeah, that
Like,
guy
what-
fucking
One more
sucked.
question, real quick.
Yeah, sure.
What other songs was he singing over the radio song?
Okay, no. Oh,
this,
this
is a
is
big
the
thing too.
okay. So it was time after time, the if you're
Jesus
lost, you will look
Christ.
and you will find me, time after time, that song.
No, that's song. I know what song you're talking about. I
He
get
was
annoyed by
singing,
that
no,
song
he
on
was
its own.
singing that song while it was Watermelon Sugar by what's his name?
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. So
Don't
it'd be
pretend
like-
like you didn't know.
I was forgetting, I was blanking. It was Harry Styles. It'd be like Watermelon Sugar. Hi. He'd be like,
Hi.
time after time, and like trying to line it up. And it just fucking blew my mind. I'm like, this guy sucks. He was the worst.
What's this guy's name?
Waylon. I don't know his last
Hey,
name.
Hey, Waylon, if you're listening, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah,
he was
Waylon.
definitely in his head just thinking he's killing it. He's
Yeah.
like, I have a little
Yeah.
remix in my head. He probably
He's
went
the
home
star.
and recorded over that. He's onto something.
All right. I'd like to forget this man and never think about him ever again. So, Adam, what's your hate for this week?
My hate for this week is fake video game covers. So I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw something about NFL Street Volume 4, and I
Oof.
was like, oh my God, like, did I miss it? Did it come out? So I was like really excited, and I looked it up, and nothing came up, and it was fake. So I got really excited for that because that's one of my
Heartbreaking.
favorite video games.
That's an all-time game.
Great game.
They'll never bring it back either.
I feel the same thing with video games right now with Lego Star Wars remastered, where it's all 9 Lego Star Wars in one game. This game supposed to be out for like 9 months, and it still hasn't come out yet, and it makes me sad. So
Yeah, I want that game too.
that's my video game like sadness. But I've been really enjoying Madden 22. So for now.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Sean, what's your hate? Yeah.
All right. This one might be a long one. You know, I like to tell stories on here, but I had a horrible past Saturday. I kind of told you guys before the podcast. I was on the move a lot this past week. Drove a lot to Grand Rapids, a lot to Mount Pleasant, back and forth. But on this particular Saturday, I had an even worse day than most days of my life. So that was a little.
So we're setting the bar. We're setting the bar.
Saturday.
So we're setting the bar real low, and then somehow it goes even lower. All right, I'm excited to hear.
So started off the day. I got this new beetroot powder for my pre-workout because it's supposed to make you have like longer endurance down your workout. But what I didn't know is there's a weird side effect where it makes all your bowel movements and urinary movements like blood red. Like it looks like it's red. So I drank this. I went to the gym. I took my normal gym shit I've already talked about on this pod before. I looked just to check, and it was just red. Like the whole toilet was red. I literally thought, I was like, I'm dying. I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. I'm pissing blood on my ass. Then I looked it up. But so that was like a really bad moment. I literally thought I was dying for 10 minutes before I looked it up. So that started off the day. That was right in the morning. So also on this day, I have to move out. So I'm moving all my stuff from here in Brighton up to Mount Pleasant. So I'm packing up my entire room, which we've already covered, sucks. And on this particular day, it was 90 plus degrees out. So I'm sweating fucking bullets. My shirt's drenched in sweat. And I'm trying to open my brother's car. And I realized while moving, I locked the keys to the Honda Pilot inside the car. And we don't have a spare. So I had to call AAA and wait an hour for AAA to come. AAA finally comes. The dude doesn't have the right tools. So he has to call in backup AAA. Backup AAA comes. It takes half an hour for them to unlock the car. And while they're unlocking the car, the car alarm's going off the entire time, like half an hour. I'm just out there helping, like trying to guide them through it. I'm just listening to my car alarm go off for a half hour straight of just this fucking noise, like beep, 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 just over and over again. And we finally got it up. I finally got out of this fucking place. It was like a 4.5 hour packing process in the heat. I was drenched in sweat, pissing blood on my ass. And then I finally get on the road. I'm just, at this point, I'm just mad at the world. I'm driving down the road. I'm taking a right onto this intersection. There's a line of cars waiting to turn left. And I didn't turn my blinker on because I'm just like thinking of all this shit, thinking of AAA and how they suck. I turned right without a blinker. A car 4 rows back in the car line, a lady just reaches out her window, fully out the window, her whole body, double flips me off, gives me 2 birds. And at this point, I'm just seething in anger. I've considered turning around and throwing pennies at her. Everything in the book I thought of. So that was all before like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I had a terrible Saturday.
I would have crawled into bed and never left for like at least 48 straight hours.
It was just one of those things where everything bad that possibly could happen happened, and then more. It was awful.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Ouch.
Oh, had to get that off my chest.
I don't even know what to
Ruined.
say, dude. I just feel for you. That's a
I
tough.
know.
I got
ass
flipped
bet.
off yesterday on the highway.
It's
I don't know what I was
infuriating.
doing. Yeah, dude. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I was riding pretty close to this guy's ass because he was doing like 55 in the left lane,
Mhm.
and he puts on his windshield washer fluid and sprays the back of my car. So I'm like, I can't see shit, and I have to like back up, and then I immediately go around him, and he's like looking at me like a fucking dickhead. I was
That
very
is
upset.
that is kind of a neat trick though, that he could get his
Yeah.
windshield wiper to.
I didn't know you
spray
could
at
do that. I didn't know
Yeah,
you
Pretty
could do that.
awesome.
He
That's a
kind of
good
got
one.
your ass.
You did get
you
your
got me
ass with
good.
that one.
Maybe next time don't drive 55 in the left lane though, you fucking jackass.
Jeez. Okay, Logan, what's your hate for this week?
How I don't know if I can top that, but my hate is sniffle season. It's school starting back up, summer's ending.
It's tough
and
right
we're
now.
just we're just getting to the point where my nose is just not going to work for the next 6 months, and I'm just going to have to accept it, because no matter the amount of medicine I take, the amount of things I try and do, my nose is just in a constant state of deciding which nostril is the leading nostril and is going to actually be my nose for the day.
The best part is when you first wake up during the day and you both your nostrils aren't working and your throat is basically just the desert personified, and you just wake up to like just cannot breathe at all.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate sniffle season.
Yeah, the months of August, September, October are basically hell. It is hell.
It's mouth breathing months.
It's mouth breathing months.
Yeah.
It can't even out here, dude, right now. It's fucking fire season. Like the sky is like yellow half the time. And every time you walk outside, even if you do breathe, it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes.
You got a whole new set of problems moving to California.
Yeah, I do.
You got to worry about like forest fires and
bro.
At any possible time, the state could just submerge into water.
Dude, the San Andreas fault line is 15 minutes away from where I live.
Oh yeah, so you're dead. That thing.
Yeah, no, I'd be dead as fuck. I would die immediately.
Well, good thing no one knows when that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, just
I
waiting.
think there's no date on when that thing's actually gonna erupt.
No, it hasn't told us yet.
Yeah,
They're just waiting on the save the date.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, wrap us up. What's your hate for this week?
All right. I'm a little afraid of this one. I have a feeling it's not going to go over well, and I've been thinking about it all day. But my hate is live music at a restaurant. It's so an 85 to 95% of it is bad. It's not good. It's and especially like when they like double down on being bad and nobody's even paying attention, and then they like end a song and they're like, so how was that? And they like say the name of the song, and then you're obligated to clap for a worse version of a song that you don't already even like. I was at this restaurant yesterday and I'm eating pizza, and in the background it's fucking two 45-year-old hipster guys doing an acoustic cover of Toxic by Britney Spears. Some of it is good. Some live music is good, but I would rather have none than the 5% of it that is good. Put a speaker on, play real music.
Mike, I agree.
Thank you, Jake.
I can't agree with it.
Yeah.
But I do understand that an acoustic version of Toxic's probably not sounding good. But I just like I don't know. There's something about eating outside and just listening to live music. It doesn't sound bad to me. Like, it doesn't bother me. And I'm just chilling, listening to this wannabe.
I guess it just kind of depends, like, the mood I'm in. Like, I guess if I'm like with Mike, if you're listening to that kind of thing, I don't know if I would love it. But if I was at like a bar or something like that and there's live music going on, then it'd be kind of nice. But a restaurant, I don't know. Most of the time I'm there to actually talk to the person I'm there with, not there to listen to the music. I would find it quite annoying. I don't know.
Even at the bar, I'd rather have a speaker. I'd rather have speakers at the bar.
I think me too. I like too many of today's hits, and people always like to play other stuff that I don't enjoy. You know what, Mike? I'm with you.
The band that was there. Sorry, I'm sure they're not listening to this, but the band that was there was called Lavender Fields, and it was two grown-ass men with full beards and long hair, and they did acoustic covers of Britney Spears. And I didn't go there with the intention to hear them. They just forced that upon me. As I was listening to it, I was really like longing for that prelapsarian time when I was not at that restaurant listening to other music.
Well, I mean, no one wants to hear I hate acoustic music, so
that's all that it is. It's always one dude who can kind of play the guitar and a dude who can't really sing.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't defend that. I'm a big proponent of live music too. I can't defend that.
No.
Yeah, acoustic stuff, you could really either go really good with some acoustic stuff, but most of the time it's really, really bad. And especially with people who are like performers at restaurants, like they can't be that good to begin with.
No, dude. And it's like nobody's going to a fucking Chili's on a Friday night to hear this fucking cover band. Like they're going to have the fajitas.
Maybe you just had to take a more prelapsarian approach to it.
I don't know if that one worked.
I don't even know the meaning of this word anymore.
I
We'll
literally
just give it
just
to you.
defined
We'll just give it to you.
You know what? You can have
Yeah,
it.
just give it to me.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah,
it.
that was a tough ass word.
All right,
Fuck.
let's
Yeah.
wrap up love hate. Great one today, boys. We all had some interesting stuff happen this weekend, but we got to give some advice. We haven't given advice in a while. We need to help some people out. We are the people's podcast. We help people out. The only people we don't help is Jalen Green, because fuck Jalen Green. But
Jalen Green.
yeah, fuck Jalen Green.
Fuck
But we got to help some people. So Adam, who are we helping today? And is this person happen to be from England?
Yeah, we're helping somebody that got their cat stuck in the floor.
Okay.
I can't
Apparently they
understand
live
you
in
when you
the-
talk like that.
Yeah, I can't understand. I have to be immersed into
Uh-huh.
what's going on.
All right. So the other day, my housemate came home off his head and terrified the living shit out of me partner's cat. The cat subsequently bolted and disappeared. It took us almost an hour. I can't. It's so hard to read like this.
That's all I wanted. Oh,
That's
my
all I
God.
wanted. Yeah, you can
We're
finish
like
the
a
rest
quarter
of
of the way
it.
through this.
Hey.
It took us
Attaboy,
almost
bruv.
There you go.
It took
Mike.
us almost an hour to notice a small hole in the wall that leads under the floorboards in our dining room. And when we shone a torch in, we saw her eyes reflecting back at us. We laid out food and water, treats, and even toys. We've used a Fairlow way to try and calm her, catnip spray, recordings of purrs. She's been in there for almost 36 hours and she hasn't come out for anything. And I'm starting to get worried about her getting dehydrated, and I don't want to rip up the carpet and the floorboards if I can avoid it. Yeah, I really hope someone has a solution because I'm at a complete loss.
Mm.
Do cats love? I would suggest going to your local river system. Maybe you have some salmon, fresh trout, perhaps, and catch one of those live bastards and just throw them in there.
See, I was
Throw 'em in
thinking
there.
something a little different, Sean. I was thinking a very large net.
But
Possibly.
what the net can't reach through the floorboard.
But hear me out. The net, it's a net gun, and it
Okay.
shoots and collects, and then you wind it in with a system. It would take a lot of work, but I think this
Would.
net has promise.
What if you put like a lasagna out there on a day that wasn't Monday?
It's a good
This-
idea.
Are we talking about Garfield?
Shout out Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Garfield in the wall?
Oh,
gonna
Garfield
get
couldn't
that.
fit in that wall. That fat son of a bitch.
God damn it. That
Adam,
lazy
did
good for nothing.
how big did they say the area where the cat was stuck was? Like, can you get in there?
I think it's big enough to like reach an arm into, but maybe not big enough to have a person get in there. Because I think the cat would have to get through. I don't know how big the cat is though. Like, is it
Probably
a
small. I
cat?
mean, cats are nimble, but also I'm just thinking like you got to do whatever it takes. Like you might have to rip those floorboards up here pretty soon because you're gonna have a dead cat under there within the week, and that's
Yeah.
gonna get a little stinky.
All it says is the hole is in a brick wall and there's a brick removed so the pipes can run under the floor.
Oh, so it's pretty
Mm.
tiny.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, I
gonna-
have another
mm.
suggestion.
You
Let
could
that-
move.
One
you could-
second.
You
I
go
got a
ahead.
big
Yeah,
one.
go for it.
Let that cat die in the walls and get yourself a fucking dog. That's what you should do.
You're gonna have
That's
some
just a waste.
stanky pussy down there.
Just
We all know
I'm happy
that,
with that one.
we all know
I
the
was
best
happy with that
cat.
one.
The best cat is a ghost cat.
No,
All I'm
I have
sa-
two of them right here.
What?
Look at these cats. I got two cats right here. Alice.
Hey, fuck you.
I have one
did
more
they have
idea.
any suggestions?
I have one more idea.
Hey, if you guys were stuck under the floorboards, what would you want me to do? I don't know. They said they didn't know.
Yeah, those are some indecisive cats. Sure.
Yeah, fucking idiots.
My last tip of advice is you could move to a different house and let it be someone else's problem. Last advice.
That's a good
good,
piece of
bro.
advice.
That's
I
good.
would
You're
probably do
renting
that.
it.
You could also starve.
Call your
I-
landlord. Tell him to rip up the floor.
Yeah, starve your cat out. Don't feed it. It'll come out eventually. and then you see your little finger and think it's a sausage, and then it might try to bite you. Then you yank it out, and then you say, "Here's some food," and they go, "Wow, that trick worked."
My cat's biting on an extension cord right now. I might
Oh,
have
yeah.
a dead cat problem here pretty
I
soon.
think the
Well,
cat
there it is.
probably
There it
will.
is. No, we found it. We just loop an extension cord into like a lasso type thing. Just throw that thing in there. They're gonna eventually go after it. You're
Yeah.
watching the entire time. As soon as
Get
you
a laser
paw-
pointer.
No, yeah. As soon as you get a paw, just yank that thing.
Yeah, yank him.
Corral it.
You throw it in there like a lasso, get it around the
Yeah.
neck, tighten it, and pull it out.
Well, there it is.
Slowly.
Jesus
We just
Christ.
gave like 10 good suggestions.
Yeah, I think the electric cord idea was the best one we had, though.
Yeah.
I think Mike really found a diamond in the rough there.
Yeah.
All right.
Another problem solved.
I think we just helped a friend abroad. So good
Adam,
luck,
can you
Mike.
say thank you?
Yeah,
You want me to say thank you?
in a
Yeah.
British, in a British
Oh.
In a British
accent.
accent.
All right.
British.
Thank you, bruv.
Okay, that will
Yep.
wrap up this segment of advice. The return of draft. Mike, our back-to-back winner. Can anyone dethrone Michael in the draft of things not to do at the gym? Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are drafting. Let's do this. I think everyone took this one pretty seriously. A lot of us came up with a good old list. A lot of us have a fear of not losing. Adam and Logan finally did their punishment. It was a pretty nice drink. It was a good day overall, but they look like they enjoyed themselves. Was it a nice shotgun, boys, or chug?
It was beautiful.
It's
Very
delicious.
refreshing.
Very refreshing. All right, but we are doing the draft of things not to do at the gym. I think this one's pretty wide open. Yeah, Sean. Before you got on the call, Mike decided he took the order. He's actually going to be taking the 4-5 slot today. We're going to go Sean, then myself, Adam, Logan, and then Mike. So
Okay.
the draft of things not to do. Sean, number 1 on the board. What do you not do at the gym?
It's a tough one. It's a loaded question, but I'm going to go with doing a workout, like an arm workout in front of the dumbbell racks where you're impeding people from using or grabbing other dumbbells from the rack, if that makes sense. So you'll see guys just nestle up against the rack and just do their workouts, taking up the entire space. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
So basically just blocking the dumbbell,
Blocking
the
the
dumbbell rack.
dumbbells,
I think in general.
blocking the dumbbell rack.
Yeah, that's a fucking dick move.
Yeah.
Okay. I said if this got to me, I would take it, but I think I could get it at the end. But I'm a little I'm gonna go with another one that's a pet peeve for me because I absolutely hate it. The guy who hovers around your machine waiting for you to finish using it when you kind of like just started. Like he asks like, "Hey man, can I have this machine next?" You're like, "Yeah," but then he just keeps hovering and won't go away. Like I don't want you near me.
They're always pacing too, and they're always like overly sweaty.
Yeah.
Like they have somewhere else to be besides the gym. Like it's the most annoying. That's a very strong pick. Good number 2.
When they have the fucking gall to ask, like, "Hey, bro, how many sets you got left?"
Oh, you know what's
I don't
even
know.
worse? I don't even know if someone was going to say this, but it's kind of the same family. The guy that asked to hop in.
Yep.
while
I
he's
was just
waiting.
about to say that. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh my god! If you ask to hop in,
you could twofer with
Fucking
that. But I
die.
think it's the same guy. That's the same family.
it is the
like
same
intent.
guy.
yeah. Definitely is. All right, Adam, Logan, your pick.
Logan, you want to do yours?
You can do yours.
All right.
Start it off.
I'm gonna go with when people leave the bench like soaking wet in sweat and don't wipe it up, and like
Strong.
you're either gonna wipe it up for them or you're just not gonna be able to use it.
Yeah.
I guess just
Strong.
disgust.
Strong.
That was on my big board pretty high. Good
Yeah,
pick.
that was a high up one. That's my
Yeah.
next pick.
All right. So 4 and 5 here.
2.
All right. So I have one of the worst things you can do at the gym is take like 4 sets of dumbbells and then sit down and not use them at the bench.
Yeah.
Hogging all the dumbbells and not using them for the 4th pick. Does anybody have any comments on that one?
I'm
That was on the list.
That was on my big
Yeah.
board. All I gotta say about that is those guys are also the same in the fact that they do the supersets, but they're always like a large distance away. So they'll be like
Oh.
using their multiple dumbbells, but they'll have a squat rack like across the gym. That they're like,
Yeah.
like that one's me too.
and he's just staring at it the entire
Yeah.
time, and he's like, "Hey,
I'm on that. I'm on that.
last one.
Hey, bro. No,
One more.
I'm on that
I
one.
only got two more.
That's all me. That's all
Or
me.
they leave something there, like
Yeah, they
showing,
leave
like,
a water
oh,
bottle.
Yeah, like
Their
I'm
phone
still
or
using
something.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
horrible.
All right,
Strong.
Mike.
Fifth pick. Not re-racking. I know it's not really a problem for me because usually I'm putting more weight on, but I would imagine for some other people, having to take all that weight off would be kind of annoying.
So like
not
cleaning up.
re-racking. Yeah, not re-racking.
It's an annoying one.
Well, that seems like a subtle flex, but okay, Mike.
Yeah, no, it's because I lifted piss load of weight, Jake.
Yeah. You have to take off like the 25s and the 5s and put on your 45s. I get that.
Yeah. No, when I have to also, yeah, like when they don't re-rack and like there's not enough 45s for me to load up the bar, kind of annoying.
All right, moving on.
Another
All right.
meathead. All right, sorry. I was keeping it going. When another meat has the 45 pounders and you don't have enough. Oh man, brother.
Oh, the worst.
Pisses me off.
All right, Adam, Logan, take over, please.
Alrighty. Singing or like rapping out loud, just kind of weird when people do that, I guess.
That's a
that
good one.
That was really high on my big board. That was going to be my next pick.
Yep.
Kind of surprised it went this far.
I'm kind of one of those guys at times. I'll admit to that. Hands up to me. It's usually not rapping. It's usually singing, and I'm not doing the whole song. It's usually like a part I really like.
What do you listen to at the gym, Jake?
I don't know. I usually just put my phone on shuffle. Sometimes it's Olivia Rodrigo. Sometimes it's Waka Flocka Flame. I can't tell you. You know, got to switch it. It's whatever happens. It's whatever.
I can see Jake repping on a bench. So good for you, just bawling his eyes out.
That song is a pump up song. What do you mean a ball your eyes out song? I'd be jacked.
Do you listen to one lyric
like
in
a
that?
damn sociopath, and I'd be ripping.
He's trying to hit
ripping.
He's trying to hit a PR on squats, and he's listening to his driver's license.
Oh, that one I would cry.
Public singers in general can go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I really like that this pick got back to me, but gym selfie guy, the guy who's taking gym selfies in the mirror the entire time.
Good one.
You see him, he sits there and he's checking himself out a bunch, and he's like, pick. Worst guy. Gym selfie guy.
Okay. Got a couple good ones here. I'm going to go with the stare. There's always one.
Damn.
The stare is a big one. It can be either weird or creepy. There's no in between. It's usually a guy looking at another guy in a weird way, like checking like what kind of weight to use, like trying to intimidate you. That's weird. And then there's always just the gym creep that's staring at the girls.
Yep.
Not great. So I have to get that guy off the board. And then this one might be niche, but I think it applies and people know what I'm talking about. The group of like 4 to 5 people that rotate on the same workout and they're all using like a general area. So like, for instance, everyone's crowding around like 2 benches and they're going in some sort of like circle, like they have a little routine going. That pisses me off because you're always waiting for that group. Like they're always hogging a tremendous amount of space or like a machine I want. So I hate that.
I hate trying to find the right way to like word these like picks. Like I'm gonna need some help after this is over. But this one's super high for me. It's a very far and few and in between. I see it occasionally, especially at MSU, because a lot of people go with other people if they do go to the gym. The weird couples that are super flirty at the gym, always touchy.
Oh yeah,
they are super weird. They're just all over each other. Like sometimes like the guy will be on the bench and the girl like literally is sitting on top of him to like spot him. Like that one I've seen like once, but like the flirtatious like tickling and stuff like that, I see that one all the time. And that one's the worst. That's awful.
Yeah, that one's really bad. That's a first rounder right there, actually.
There's nothing worse than seeing a gym couple and he's like explaining her how to do a workout like step by step. He's like horribly explaining it too, and then she does it completely wrong. or vice versa. I've seen in all situations.
Mm-hmm.
Strong.
Awful. Thank you.
Adam.
Logan. They got
Oh,
caught in
all
the
right.
snake. They got caught in the snake.
All right. So I can't believe this lasted, but people that scream when they're lifting like heavy weights. Like, I don't
Yep.
know.
Damn.
I'm always like, I can never tell if like they just dropped the bar on their neck and they need help, or they're just, maxing out. But I hate that. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a tough one because like sometimes
Oh.
it is kind of a natural thing. Like you'll be repping one out and you'll go like, "Ah."
I think
I'm talking about the people that like go like grunt.
yeah, like they're really screaming.
Yeah.
the screamers. I think those are the There's moaners and screamers.
Yeah.
I'm a self-proclaimed moaner. I really let it loose.
Yeah, I moan a little bit. I get a little freaky with it.
Fuck.
Fuck me, daddy.
Then there's the guys that are like,
See puppy, see puppy, see puppy.
you hear those guys from across the gym. I just like a little subtle. You have to. It'll let it out.
I feel like it happens
I mean-
natural sometimes. You don't even try to do it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Removing the boulders that we're moving at the gym.
yeah,
You're gonna make some noise, okay?
yeah. You can't be throwing around like 600 pounds without letting out a little.
All right, Mike. You got back-to-back picks.
All right. All right. So my last two, you guys took a lot of the ones I was going to take, but my last two are the people who like correct other people's form, like when it's just is unwarranted. That's a super weird thing to do. And like, it's one thing if you're really fucking up the form, but if you're going to come over and like tell me to just keep my elbow a little tighter, I'm going to be pretty pissed. It's a super weird thing to do. Very bold.
I haven't run into that guy. Has anyone had an experience
Perfect.
with
It's because
him?
you have perfect.
Yeah,
form.
I met a guy at the gym the other day. His name was Adam.
What is that?
No,
Adam taught me how to.
I was doing this one ab workout, and Adam comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, can I give you a quick workout tip?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Sure." He's like, "That workout doesn't do anything." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, man."
Okay.
And then he starts explaining all the muscles and shit that I don't really
my
understand.
God.
And
You
I'm
might
like,
as well
"Okay,
just-
man, if it makes me not do that workout anymore, I hate it. So saves me some time."
You might as well just carry around your kinesiology degree with you. Adam, just prop that up.
well,
next
that's
to
what
your
that's what
workouts.
happened to me. Is someone told me that when I was doing it, and I was like, "Oh shit."
No, I like it.
Yeah,
You
so
do
just-
give helpful suggestions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam was good.
I asked him if he wanted help. I didn't just, go up to him and be like, "Hey, you're not. What the fuck are you
No,
doing?"
I appreciated where it was coming from. It's funny.
But yeah, the people that just go up to you like out of nowhere.
Especially if it's like a dude who like is in worse shape than me.
Oh,
That's like
Yeah,
that's when it's like, all right, dude, come on.
that's an outrageous one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, last pick.
Last pick. All right. I'm gonna keep it broad, but I have a specific one in mind. Wearing improper attire to the gym, and specifically wearing jeans to the gym. I've seen it a bunch of
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Good one.
It's one of the
That's a good
weirdest
one.
things you can possibly do in a public setting is wearing jeans to the gym.
Mhm.
I don't know how you do it. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
That
good one.
guy has body bags buried underneath his house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. That man
creepy.
sees
That
shit.
guy's wife is in trouble.
Yeah.
Adam
like
Logan.
anything like polo shirts.
That's
Yeah, that's
anything
bad.
with a
Socks.
collared shirt.
Yeah, the collared shirts are tough. Yeah, those are tough.
Those guys get done with their workouts and they go straight to the pickup basketball court.
Mhm.
Same thing. Same dude.
And
I've
they
seen
play,
that guy.
They play
Adam Sandler.
dirty as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
can-
just play
elbows.
handsy defense.
they clothesline you when you go in the lane.
Can't shoot for shit, but they get a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
All right, Adam Logan, your
Okay.
last pick.
Okay. I'm surprised this one kind of stuck around, but this one pertains to more of our older listeners. Walking around butt ass naked in the locker room.
I had that.
Oh yeah.
That's I don't see a lot of our young fellows doing it, but those old men
Oh, yeah.
with the saggy pieces hanging off of them. Please stop.
That is a staple of Planet Fitness. I've seen so many shriveled old man dicks in the past year because I had to get a membership there. It's so bad. It's every day too. I don't miss a day without seeing an old man dick.
There was a time that Mike's dad took me, him, and Ricky, I think,
Oh,
to like
God.
the East Lansing at the Mac. Yeah. And we just got done playing basketball. And I don't think I'd seen more old man dicks in there than I'd ever seen in my entire life. I saw everything.
Yeah, they have hot tubs in the locker room there, and you'll be sitting in there, wearing a bathing suit, minding your own business, and like old men will walk into the hot tub butt ass naked and just like pop a squat.
Should be a crime.
Oh yeah.
Mike, did you ever go to 2 Studio?
Yeah.
Remember the sauna? I'm pretty sure I used to see old naked men walk out of that sauna all the time.
I never went into that sauna actually because that gym was open for like a month and a half.
Probably for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This one, I'm really happy got back to me. This was the one that I was thinking about taking in the very first round that I didn't take, it fell all the way to the 4th round. The guy who talks to you for way too long at the gym. Like say you know somebody and you say it's like a friend who you know, but you don't know. And they just sit there and they talk to you for way, way too long. And you can't get rid of them. You're like still doing their workout. They're still talking to you. And yeah, it's impossible to get rid of that guy because you don't want to be rude, but at the same time, it's just like, hey, we're at the gym. Like, know why we're here.
It's the awkward gym conversation. Just come to life.
And you're going to, we're sorry.
I was just saying like a guy you barely know, you guys have to ask each other what you're hitting today. What are you hitting? Like, what are you doing for that? Okay, cool. And that's it. Right. And then he just somehow keeps going, keeps finding things to say. It's awful.
And then you're going to see him like later on at the gym still. And you're just going to be like,
yeah.
Yep. What's up?
You're going to have to say hi to him.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey man. See you.
I have a simple solution for that. It's the head nod and walk away. And I always do. I'm just like, oh, hey, just a little head nod up, like a little hand, then just sprint away. Never stop.
Head nod's always a solid move, but some people just approach and they want to talk. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's hard to avoid those people when they do come around. All right, Sean, last pick of the draft. Wrap it up for us.
I think there's another late round steal. Just the guy that takes way too long on the bench. That's on his phone. Just someone just sitting there in between. They do one set and then they take like 5 minutes between that set and they're just head down on their phone doing nothing. Just hogging everything.
Good one.
Yeah. That is a great
first round value.
I got a lot of honorable mentions too.
Yeah. Setting off the lunk alarm. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's just kind of, I think that one's just that one's kind of funny. This one was like a one that never ever happens, but I think this would be the worst thing ever. The person who lifts too hard and shits themselves. I thought that was a great one. I just didn't think it was valid in the draft, but that's the first thing I wrote.
I've never witnessed that one, but I would say the person that does the same workout as you next to you, but slightly more weight. Like every one of those people, it happens all the time. The guy that's subtly competing with you for no reason.
He looks over at what you're doing and then he puts a 2.5 on.
Yeah, just like, it's usually with the dumbbells. You're doing like a dumbbell press. You got like a 40 on. He just comes with 45s. Just fucking big dicks you. It hurts every time.
That is tough. I do the same thing where if I see somebody like using machine that I'm about to use and I see their weight, I'm just like to myself, I'm like, I can do more weight than they can. So I just try to do a little bit more than they did. And then when I completely fail and I have to go lower than them, I'm like, I'm such a fucking little punk bitch. And I just hate myself for it.
I was doing RDLs the other day with a dumbbell. It was like 30-pound dumbbell. And then Logan comes over right next to me and starts doing them with, I think, like a 60-pound dumbbell. Same exact workout right next to me. I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy. It's him. You guys are the gym guys.
I'm the guy. We are the gym guys.
I have another one too. The guy that has the loud conversation on his phone. Like he's just talking in the middle of the gym.
FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. I'll get that over to you. I'm at the gym. Yeah, I'm at the gym. Ever heard of it? And just keeps going.
What about the guy who like isn't listening to anything? He's just going from machine to machine with his
psychopath. Even worse.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to bring that guy up because
forgetting your earbuds.
Yeah, forgetting your earbuds is an all-time. Like, why am I even here? Move. Like, I should just go home and restart.
There's times where I do just go home.
No, I do.
Way to prevail, Mike.
That's mental
either
toughness.
that or
right
you
there.
Mental
listen to
toughness.
I can't lift without listening to something.
Well, I was saying I didn't even want to bring that one up because that guy is another person with body bags, and he looks at you too. Like he'll just look over and stare. Like he's just
Yeah,
fighting
that
you
guy.
the
That guy's
entire time.
combined. That guy's combined with the guy who stares, and that's
Yeah.
in the
Takes
bad
all-
way.
yeah.
Oh,
He like
God.
takes all the weights, wears jeans, sits
It's
down and
that-
stares at
They're all
everybody.
wrapped in one.
He'll correct your form.
Covered in sweat.
He's grunting loud as fuck.
I think the next loser for one of our drafts should wear jeans to the gym, and someone has to record a video.
Oh,
of
that's
them.
pretty good.
Oh God,
That's a
that is
good one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Should we do it for this one? I feel like this was a
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah,
we
this
should
is
do
the
it. This is the
one.
one that
This
makes
is the
the
one.
most-
I like it. I like
This is
it.
the one that makes the most sense. I'm gonna be going
Yeah.
alone. That's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, you got to
You have
take
to
a
set up like a
Please
video.
vote for me.
Yeah,
like
you're
a
gonna have to.
self-timer
You got
video.
to self-timer video.
Yeah.
That's
Got to set it
that's
up.
gonna be weird.
Not only do you have to wear jeans to the gym, you have to prop up your phone, and we'll have people watch.
You got to be
showing
selfie
your
guy,
info.
selfie guy, and jean guy.
Oh, and you're in California, so they'll think you're like a vlog guy who like records himself at the gym and
Yeah, dude, I'm
posts
gonna
like
look like such a
YouTube stuff.
fucking douchebag.
And you have to correct one person's form.
This will be a
I'm not
No,
doing that.
no,
I'm not fucking
not
doing
that
that.
one.
Could you
Not that
imagine if
one.
someone came up to you in jeans trying to correct your form?
with no
I would be
earbuds
so
on.
fucking mad.
Hey, I was
It's
staring
just-
I was staring at you from across the gym in my jeans, and I noticed.
And he's got a wife beater on too. He's just like, oh god.
Yeah,
Last.
jeans and a wife beater's your fit.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yes.
All right.
Agree
This
with it.
was an all-time great. This was an all-time great draft. Good job, everybody. I think that for the first time, I think we've successfully drafted all the way through where no one took any shitty picks. So good job,
Yeah, I
everybody.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an
I
interesting.
disagree.
This is gonna be an interesting Twitter poll.
Yeah.
Sandal's still top 10 pick of all time. But
Okay, shut the fuck up. All right, that will wrap up the show. Make sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter. We'll make sure to post the poll for this. We're going to actually extend the Twitter poll from 24 hours to 48. I had some people say that sometimes they don't listen to the show right away and they need one more extra day to kind of vote. So we're going to open it up to 48 hours. So we're going to do 2 days. We'll retweet it every day. We'll try to get more people involved. Instagram, we'll obviously post the graphic up there. Moving Forward Pod, FWD Pod. TikTok, Sean's got to step up his TikTok game, calling him out in front of all the listeners.
No,
The
I know, I
Moving
agree.
Forward Pod, and then I will be posting the YouTube version of it late Monday night, so you can check that out there. Like, subscribe. Going to do 2K stuff when 2K comes out. Also, Logan created a Google form, so we're going to send that out with the podcast when it comes out tomorrow. And give us your feedback, some topics you like, what you don't like, what we can do better. So just let us know how we can improve. We've seen drastic viewership over this last month, ever since all the boys have been on. So it's been awesome. Thank you to everybody for your support. And until next time, peace.